Hey guys, it's me, Jaden, and Mavis is over there. Mavis, come here. Come here. Come say hi. Oh. This is a Miss Mavis. Hi. I know it's been a while since we've filmed or uploaded anything or anything like that. So I'm just gonna be giving like you guys like an update essentially on me and Mavis and then the YouTube as like a whole. I have a little list of things I need to talk about off to the side over here. So yeah. I think we're going to start with my health. So my health is like a mini update. It's not very big because not very much has happened. There's like two main things. So one, I have an appointment coming up with my doctor to go over the results, but if I'm reading them correctly, which I'm like 98% sure I am, I have osteoarthritis in my hip on my left side. It is stage 3. It goes from 0 to 4, or 0 to 5. No, 0 to 4. And you know, like a normal person would be at 0, and then 1, 2, I'm at 3, and then 4 is like the worst. Which kind of sucks, because, you know, I'm only 18, and this is typically something that only happens when you're like older in age because it's degenerative, or if you're like younger and you have had like a major injury to that joint, but I haven't. So we don't really know what's happening, but I have an appointment to talk to my doctor coming up soon. It's later on this month, I think next week or the week after. So yeah, hopefully we can get that sorted out and start some course of action to hopefully help with it. And then the second update for my health is I went to go see a cardiologist the day before yesterday, and because I moved, and so I needed to change my cardiologist, one that was closer to me, and it really sucked. I'm not gonna go through the whole story because you know, it's whatever, but essentially he said that I am lazy and that I'm perfectly fine. I'm just a lazy teenage girl with anxiety. He doesn't want me on my POTS medications anymore, which kind of sucks. And he said that he's not gonna let me go see him again. Like, I have no need to go see him again, so I need to find another cardiologist to get my prescription from, because I don't want to sell my medication. So yeah, but that's basically it for me and my health. The next thing I would want to talk about is channel updates. So basically, because of my health and because of stuff that has been going on with Mavis, which we will get into next, I won't be uploading for a while. It could be as short as a couple days, it could be as long as a couple months, I don't know. And because of that, I am transferring over, I'm the main account holder for the YouTube and Instagram, everything. So I'm going to be transferring everything over to another handler on this account. Their name is Jasper. They're going to be taking over starting Monday-ish, hopefully. So they're going to be taking over like posting schedule and like making sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing and on task and like approving everything and stuff like that. You know, we're not too strict with what we do, but you know, what we are strict on is pretty important, like no bullying, no creating drama, stuff like that. And then my plan is going to relate to what's going to be coming up next, like one of the next couple things that I'm going to be talking about. But basically, once I start initiating the plan that I will be talking about in a little bit, then I will be coming back and taking back over, and it will be not my account again, but like I will be in charge of everything again, basically running everything, you know? So with that being said, next thing we're going to move on to is Mavis's health. As most of you guys know, Mavis is a standard poodle, and though her parents never had any signs of epilepsy, poodles are genetically predisposed to developing epilepsy between 6 months and 5 years old. And Mavis just recently turned 2 a couple months ago. And maybe like a little under a month ago now, she had her first seizure, which was really scary because it was cluster seizures, and it went on basically for 14 hours straight. It started out, you know, pretty calm in the beginning, like definitely scary and alarming, but she was just like wobbly, you know. But it got to the point where she wasn't able to hold her bladder. Her eyes were rolling into the back of her head. She wasn't responding basically at all to any auditory stimulation, and she could not see. She was completely blind in both eyes. Now this started happening at around 1 o'clock in the morning, so even though there are emergency vets, they're typically not open 24/7. So we had to wait until about 7 o'clock in the morning to be able to take her to a vet. So around then is ironically when she started progressively getting better. Up until then she was progressively getting worse, but she started getting better. We went to a couple different vets, and then we called a couple different vets, and basically no one was able to help us because we didn't have an appointment, even though they are emergency vets, which sucked. But when we were finally able to find a vet that would take us, we got there as soon as we could. But then once we got there, they were like, oh, well, all the vets are on lunch right now, so you're gonna have to wait at least an hour. And then so we waited that hour, and they were like, oh, they're back, but they have like other appointments ahead of you, and our emergency times are technically over now, so we shouldn't even be taking you. But since it is like a very serious emergency, we will, you're just gonna have to wait like another 30 minutes. So we don't really get seen until like 2:30-ish in the afternoon, even though this started at like 1 in the morning. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. It sucks, but it's what happened. So anyways, we get into the vet, we finally get seen. They do some blood work, and they give her an emergency medication to stop the seizures that were actively happening. And then they give us a prescription for another medication that we need to give her daily. Now, the next problem that they had was with the medication. You know, so they gave us a paper prescription that we had to take to a pharmacy to get filled. And they said, at the first pharmacy we went to, they said, oh, we don't have enough of this prescription to fill it. at the second pharmacy we went to, they said, oh, well, we can't fill this because it's a paper prescription. We can only fill digital prescriptions. You know, that's how most pharmacies are nowadays. I didn't know that, but whatever. And then, you know, we kind of give up and we start calling some pharmacies, and we called like 3 different pharmacies, I think, and none of them were able to tell us over the phone even if they had the prescription or not, or if they had the amount that we needed or not, because it's a controlled substance. Which I understand, but also it was really frustrating, you know? Like, this was day 2 with no medication. What if she has another seizure? But then, so I finally was like, you know what? I'm gonna call the vet, ask him what to do. And he calls a couple pharmacies and finds us 2 that will have it and have enough of it in stock to give it to us. So we go and we try and get the prescription filled, and they're like, oh, we have it, but we don't have enough in stock. This is the exact pharmacy and the exact location that he told us would definitely have it in stock. So we had to split the prescription and only fill up 90 pills and leave the rest of 120 for next time we need it. Like, next time we need to get it filled. And then, so, you know, that kind of sucked. And even then it was like $50, which was ridiculous, because on some of the places it said for the dosage and the amount that we need, it said it would only be like $17, but then other places said it would be like $280 something. So I guess it really just depended on where we were getting it from, but you know, whatever. Okay, sorry, my camera cut out. But basically, with all that being said, Mavis is no longer going to be doing service work. So because of that, we are starting the process of looking for a new puppy to become a service dog prospect. We don't have any like specific breed that we're looking for. We're just kind of looking around and seeing what's in our price range and what is like gonna meet my needs and like suit us like as a household and stuff. So right now we have our eye on three different breeds. We have our eye on a litter of cane corsos or cane corsos, however you want to pronounce it, that we're looking at, though my boyfriend is not too fond of them, so we're looking more into the other ones. Then we have a litter of Dalmatians that we're looking at. They're like our ideal right now. We're just not sure because they just got posted yesterday, so we just messaged them and we still haven't gotten a response yet to some of our questions and stuff like that. So we're not sure about them. And then we have it's not a litter because most of them are already gone, but 2 Labradors that are from the same litter that we're looking at. I don't really want a Labrador, but it's in our price range and it will fit all of my needs. I just don't really like the breed. But you know, if it's what we end up having to get to make this happen, perfectly fine with that. We did start a GoFundMe. The link to that is going to be in the description. So, you know, if you want to donate, you're more than welcome to. You absolutely do not have to. If you can, share it on Instagram, Facebook, to friends, to family, wherever. You know, anything like that would be helpful to us a lot, because even if you can't donate, if you share, then it might end up getting to somebody who can. So that is a little mini project that we're working on right now while we're looking for the dog and trying to find the funds for the dog and plan everything out for the dog and all that stuff, because you know, it does get pretty expensive with the cost of the dog, the cost of vet, the cost of food, the cost of puppy supplies, and then the cost of like service dog specific gear. It built up. It's a lot. So I know this wasn't like the most like happy-go-lucky video ever that I made, you know, but it's yeah, it's life. It's what my life is currently. So, you know, sorry, I don't really know how to finish this off. Basically just like, you know, wish us luck. If you can donate, please do. My health is doing relatively okay. Mavis's health, now that she's on the medication, is doing relatively okay. The YouTube channel, though we had a short break that none of us really planned for, will be coming back hopefully soon, though I will not be in charge of it. I will be in charge of it later on though, just not sure when. So yeah, there's like a little mini update for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, or, you know, at least sat through it. If you did enjoy it though, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. It helps us out a lot, not just me, everybody on this YouTube. You know, it helps get the word out there about service dogs, and it helps us be able to educate more people and make more content for more service dog handlers, and it helps us help the world. Which sounds really corny, but you know, it's whatever. Anyways, that's really it for this video and tonight. I will see you guys, I don't know when.